why couldn't he play a positive Italian researcher? They exist, but that's not beside the point. But I guess one of the characters in the show made a comment to his character, like, oh yeah, well, you know, like the Italians say, in order to enjoy life, you gotta cheat a little bit. And it's all these little kind of comments that they kind of pepper through television shows and movies that kind of add up to a big picture of like a negative people. We don't really need to honor them, as he said, respect them. They're kind of shady. They're not real Americans. And it's very frustrating. Because when you look around the room here, I see my fellow Americans who happen to have a great heritage, which I don't think is honored enough. So before I did the thing here, I just wanted to kind of compile a list of, within 7 minutes, which is hard to do, how Italians have kind of been portrayed in the media. And by media, I mean everything, like, you know, television, movies, books, even publishing. But mostly through the movies, because movies are powerful, all right? I mean, people can deny it, but you know, the power of a visual image stays with you longer than a written book or a painting, because you can view it over and over again, it's repeated. I mean, every November they show The Godfather at least 10 times during the month of November, because it's a great family movie. Yeah, family that happens to kill people, but oh well. So I just wanted to compile some examples. I do apologize ahead of time, I probably shouldn't, because I didn't do that. But they're a little vulgar, some of them. There's, you know, this is Hollywood's version of us, and this is what Hollywood people think of us, and this is how they keep portraying us over and over again. There are scattered, as you'll see, positive movies out there, but they're largely dominated by this kind of stuff. And I can tell you as a high school teacher, I see it in the front lines. The kids hear my last name, oh, is your father a gangster? Did your mother marry, you know? And it's like, really, they really do believe this stuff. So
Let me make one other comment too. I've done work overseas in several places, and I remember the first time that I directed some plays, and I've directed some plays in England. And I remember the first time I went over and directed a play in England, and I was introduced as Tony Labriola. You know what the first thing that they did to me? They went, "You got it. Do that. Watch her. They went
It's Chicago.
right away.
Well,
First,
especially when you're talking from Chicago.
Yeah.
there and from Chicago.
That's a gangster.
Yeah. Well, she said she thought of the bakery, which I did too.
See, that's a good thing.
It sure
You're going to
is.
see some